What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Keezy. It ain't easy being Keezy, and in today's video we got more pickups. July, I picked up a couple things. I got some pretty nostalgic shit I want to show you guys on this pickup videos here today, and also some newer shit too. You know what I mean? Oh, also, and if you can stick around to the end, I'm gonna update you guys on what's going on with the raw denim stuff that I'm making right now. Just an update, nothing finalized, just like the last video. But I just want to make sure you guys are kind of in tune with what's going on. So let's talk about it. Alright, so how do I start a pickups video without talking about Evisu? I think some viewers might be like, bro, it's too much at this point. Keezy TV can't have enough Evisu, I'm going to tell you that right now. But this one is worth talking about because this isn't actually a Japan pair. And I'm going to flash a photo here to give you a little bit of context between the different goals of the logo on the back here. Because depending on the year, they look different. Honestly, if I were to give my opinion on it, I am more of the 2005 logo for Evisu. You know what I mean? I like the 2005 look. Just that goal is perfect to me. The Japanese goal is kind of growing on me, but the only reason I don't like this, it just looked a little bit too much like Levi's, and I understand that's pretty much the whole premise on how Evisu kind of got started, and there's some legality between Levi's and Evisu in the very beginning. But this just looks a little bit too much like Levi's, and I don't like Levi's because I like Evisu. So what they did is, if you see right here, the spelling of Evisu right down below here is E-V-I-S. Evis. They named it that because if you look at E-V-I-S and if you put an L in front of the E-V-I-S, it's Levi's. But this is like an OG pair, and this is from Japan itself, and it has bondage as well, and also has these zippers on the back, so you can like tighten it or loosen it from top to bottom. I wish I can show you B-roll of me actually wearing this pair, but I can't because the size of this is size 28 waist. Like, this is probably, a girl could fit this. Yeah, like for sure a girl can put these on and make these rock. But the detail on these pair of pants is like, it's incredible. You can even use these as trousers up top here, and then on the back you have this tightening, and I love this this concept. And the reason I bought this is because I've never owned it. That's one. Two, it is Evisu. But three, I love the concept of how you can tighten it up top, so you can kind of have like flared pants on the bottom. But I've never bought a pair of pants like this that actually fit me. I've owned another pair before in the past that has the zipper on the back thigh area, or the calf area, but they were also too small for me, and I can never find them in my size, and that's like a huge issue. So I think maybe if this is something people want to see in the future, me producing it, so to speak, then I'm all ears, and I'd be willing to kind of give it a shot. It might not be the easiest thing to produce, especially something of quality that's up to par of what Evisu can do, especially the older Japanese Evisu, but I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. Anyways, let's move on to the next item. Okay, next up, we got something dope, man. We got something sick. Hold on, let me open this up real quick. This almost got lost in the mail, and I was almost devastated. And they were like, oh, we don't have your package, this and that, whoop-de-wop. And I'm like, man, y'all better have this package. But regardless though, I got it. What is this, you ask? Oh my god, yes. So I went onto eBay and I bought me a sidekick. Yes, that's right. So I made that video, I made the video 2000s, like early 2000s streetwear, urban wear starter kit. And I talked about accessories at the end of that video. I'll try to link the video here for you to watch. And I just got super nostalgic making that video, because it's like, there's so many things in there that I grew up with, and I was like, man, whatever happened to this? Whatever happened to that? And at the end, I talked about sidekicks. And I just got so excited. I'm like, bro, I need one. I need to own one of these, you know what I mean? So I went on to eBay and I got this thing for like 40 bucks, $45 or something like that, bro. This shit go crazy. I mean, the flip, honestly, the flip doesn't do anything other than make it look really cool. It's the sound too. Like, listen. Let me do it again. Let's do it together. That was amazing. That was what last time. Lit. Anyways, the flipping part is like, you know, it just reminds me when I grew up, and because I never grew up with one, I never had one, and I've always wanted one, and it was just because of this flipping. This shit can flip, you know what I mean? It has the keyboard. Oh man. Okay, next item we got is not this item. It's the black one, which I will show you some B-roll here of what it looks like. But it is from this brand right here. I'm just gonna put their website down below. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. I just know the first part of it's Mason or Mason, and I don't know how to say the last part. Okay, so I put the website down here for you below. You can check them out. They make some really tight, like remade workwear stuff like this, workwear type jackets. And I wanted the black one really bad. Initially, I found this brand through Kyron, so shout out to Kyron if you're watching this right now. Yeah, I found it through Kyron, and I just kind of surfed it a little bit, gave him a shout out, and then ended up linking up with them on Instagram. They were really nice enough to send over this jacket, and then they sent over the black one. I've been wearing this every day, and I'm not just saying that just because they sent it to me, but like, I mean, if you've ever been to the Bay, you know, some minutes it's like really hot, and then some minutes it's really cold, so sometimes there's that in between, and whenever there's that in between, I throw this thing on, boy, and it's just like, you know, it's your everyday workwear type jacket, you know what I mean? I work in an actual factory anyway, so that I fit right in. This shit just go. All right, next item. I am so juiced to talk about this. All right, and what this is some Bapestas. I think maybe some of the people watching this might have waited throughout this whole video to look for this clip. I haven't even opened this yet, so look. So this is, whoo, boy. Stuffing in there a little bit better. Okay. Golly. What is, ooh, this shit is going so stupid. This is not DS though. It doesn't really matter if it's not DS to me. I still buy pairs that are not DS. If you check out the star count, the star count is like kind of faded a little bit right there, but hey, I can't be mad at it at all. It's not even cracking either. Look at the toe box. Whew, that shit is pristine. And it's the OG star too. This is a very, very, very nice pair. If I were to just explain a little bit, there are only so many Bapestas that will really, it'll be like blast from the past type of shoe. This right here is a blast from the past. And also this colorway was replicated a lot, but not in the snakeskin pair, because this is the snakeskin, and I have another snakeskin up here. I wouldn't say it's opposite. This is kind of like the Jamaica color Bapestas snakeskin version. I have worn these maybe like a couple times. Keep in mind, I didn't un-DS this pair. Some people message me like, why are you wearing them? They're discontinued. And I'm like, bro, like I buy beaters to wear too. I mean, I buy all types of Bapes. I just don't buy the polka dot. The polka dots, they don't catch my eye at all. Polka dots are, nah, I'm not a fan of polka dot Bapes. But this pair and this pair is really dope. And also they're really good pairs to pretty much put on display. Like if I put it up here real quick, it's very prominent, you know, the color blocking to go with it. I may or may not be showing you some B-roll, or already have, because these are not my size. My toes will probably be scrunching up in these, but it is a fire shoe to add to the collection. Just to add on again to kind of like the nostalgia topic, is that again, there's only so many Bapestas that really bring you back. And there's a lot of photos, a lot of OG photos of OG Bape times, of like the Negos and the Pharrells and stuff that they have. You know, these sitting in the window, they're kind of going around on that little table that they have at the New York Bape store. Or some photos with Nego actually either wearing this colorway, and or if he's not wearing it, it's like right beside him in the photo, you know? If you scroll almost any archive page, you're bound to run into this colorway, that's for sure. I mean, these are so crazy, I might get the pick off in these ones. Might get the pick off, might get that little fit pick, put it back in the box, and call it a day. These are crazy. Okay, next item we got up. I actually got to go pick it up. And shout out to Heirloom, and shout out to Chris over that. I believe Chris owns Heirloom. Heirloom is a consignment store for those who don't know that aren't from the Bay. Chris hit me up and he was like, hey, I got this Evisu product. You can have it for free. So let's head out there right now. Let's see if we can go pick that up. Hopefully they're open during the whole, you know, pandemic shit that is going on right now. And I'm going to show you that footage, and then we're going to come back to the last piece and we're going to end this. All right, just made it to Alameda, and going over to Heirloom. I hope Chris is there because he was the one that was supposed to give it to me. So we're about to find out though. Broke out the all whites today, bro. It was hard to just step on the ground. The first step is always the worst. Thanks, man. How much did I buy it for? It was like 3 something, 4 something. Hey, who brought this in?
One of my good customers gave it to me.
For sure, thanks, man. Ugh, smells like cigarettes in here. This shit is dope. This is tight. Shout out to Chris for this, man. He gave it to me for free. That's what's up. Got that little Evisu thing on there, going crazy. This thing is hella big, man. This is the biggest bucket hat. Who wears bucket hats this big? This is hella big, bro. But it's lit though. Yeah, anyways, shout out again to Chris over at Heirloom. If you're ever out here in the Bay, go ahead and check out Heirloom Consignment Shop out here in Alameda off Santa Clara Street, and or go check out Locker SF too. Actually, right now, I'm gonna go stop by Locker SF and see what they're doing. I haven't been over there in a while. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna stop by, say hello. And I think they had some babes over there too. I don't know if they were all OG or if any of them were OG or not. I think all of them were new, but worth a while to go see on my way back. So let's go. Made it to Daly City. Let's go inside and see what they're talking about. Safo.
This one, I already seen a fake one.
Hey, someone come in?
Somebody brought in a fake one.
Really?
Yeah, somebody already brought in a fake.
The fake ones are pretty close on these.
They are so clean. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't seen them.
I have not seen one bad fit pick in these. Everybody that put these on is like pretty on point. This might be the only Jordan I'd be excited for.
Alright.
You see those 5s? The black one? Ooh. Ooh.
218?
218?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. What's your name? Susie?
What have you guys been selling the most of? Like, what's the hottest shit? I haven't even been following up with Jordans. Like
Jordan 12s, bro.
Jordan 12s?
Just because it's the latest.
It's the latest shoe.
That's it?
Hottest.
What about Yeezy's the hottest? Like 350s?
Yeah, still.
Really? So what do you think? Foam's coming back or what?
Hell no.
You don't know, man. Look at Dunk's comeback, bro. Well, when it does come back, you're gonna have a whole garage full of foams, aren't you? Look, just let Travis Scott wear some foams, bro, and be all good.
Game will be over.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, that would be kind of tight.
So then all your prices will go up?
Yeah, Travis Scott came out with his own phone posits. Ooh.
Get the garbage phone posits out of here.
Quit, Dennis.
No.
Travis Scott phone posit?
Hell no.
Cactus Jack foams. Cactus foam.
This man's the
He
future.
stands by what shoes he wears.
Cactus Jack future of the phones?
I don't see him wearing a phone posit.
But how about he did though?
He's not going to.
All right, I'm about to cut too. All right. Nice seeing you. See you next time.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Shout out to them boys at Locker SF, you know what I mean? I think at this point, when I go to consignments now, it's like I don't buy Jordans anymore, so a lot of that stuff doesn't really seem that appealing to me anymore, like at all. Besides maybe those off-white Jordan 4s. I can't lie, out of any off-white sneaker, that might be one of the best that has come out in a long time. For sure. I'm a 4 fan, so it is what it is. Anyways, let's go ahead and head back and finish the rest of this video. Okay, so a little update on the denim. So what we're looking at is a bunch of samples. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's like 3 or 4 more that I've gotten. I think the reason in total I have so many already is because I mean, I'm doing pants. I mean, this is a it feels as if it's a totally different ball game than just like some, you know, mundane t-shirts, right? So I have to go through, you know, the fitting process, and that I already ran through 3 or 4 pairs of pants at that point, just trying to get the fit down. I was running through kind of like buffer material in the very beginning that had a lot of sulfur in it. If anyone is aware with what sulfur is, either they leave the smell in, which leaves the sulfur, and or they use chemicals to remove the sulfur smell out of your denim. That's why if you buy higher quality denim, you're never going to get that smell of sulfur. But if you buy something cheaper from like Express or H&M, sometimes you'll get a sulfur smell to it. Now, of course, I don't want to get that sulfur smell, and I've been sourcing a couple different fabrics, and I think that's like the biggest update of what's going on. I've sourced fabrics from China. I've tried those out. I've sourced from Portugal. I've sourced some from eBay, some random stuff that I found online. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, like, okay, I live here in Cali. There's really no way I'm gonna be able to like get Japanese fabric, right? This is not gonna be a Japanese pair of raw denim. I'm still not going to say that yet, but I found a pretty legitimate website that sources out in LA. So they get them all shipped to LA. You can buy the swatches, you can test them out. So I have more swatches on the way. So there is a potential, there's a potential that this could be Japanese selvage, and I'm really excited for that. So that was kind of like the idea going into it, but as someone that's never done this before, and it's like my first time, and I was kind of playing around with the idea, but now it's kind of really coming to a fruition of like, you know, a lot of people are starting to ask me what's going on with the pants, what's the update, when are you going to drop the pants and stuff like that. I don't want to rush the process just to get you guys a product. That's like not the goal of it, because at the end of the day, you're going to get a rushed product and that's just going to be shit. And I also want it to be something that I cherish too. Can't sell you guys something that I don't like. So if the fabric from Japan ends up being what I think it's going to be, we're on the right track. You know what I mean? So that in itself is the biggest update I can give you. Quite honestly, I can sit here for hours and tell you about my whole experience, but I think I'm just gonna kind of update you guys as I go through pickup videos, maybe vlogs, certain live videos I do, maybe with like the Fashion Archive and Reggie the Casual. And speaking of lives, just to end this off, is that I reposted a live that I did with the Fashion Archive and Reggie Casual that happened to be on the live, and we had a really good conversation about elitism, streetwear, sneakers, just a lot of stuff, different perspectives of fashion, and hopefully that live actually becomes a podcast, but we'll talk about that another time. 2 really great guys, really great video. Go check that out. I'm gonna pretty much end this video off. I need to take this off as well. So anyways, closing this out, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys and girls keep it locked from clothing, music to culture. It's your boy Kizzy, and I'm out. Peace.
You want to do, and it's just gonna take a minute, but it's gonna work out. Like if you try to cut corners and you put fucking costumes on to do shit, yeah, you gonna get straight, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? And how you feel when you do this shit for you, 100% for you. You could grind and stay up for 5 or 6 days and not really be tired because it's for you.